Aerial yoga uses a looped fabric called a hammock that swivels freely on a single point, taking you to a higher level. It allows you to deepen your stretch, correct your alignment, and safely perform inversions without compressing your spine. The hammock further serves as a tool you can hold on to for balance and as a spotting device which safely guides you into postures you might have thought are reserved for only advanced yogis. However, this new form of yoga is equally beneficial for beginners and advanced students alike. You will be practicing your fitness in the air, defying gravity, moving freely, releasing fear, and floating into a deeper understanding of your wellness. You will leave an aerial yoga class feeling taller, leaner, and quite literally higher. Aerial yoga is the first and only form of aerial yoga accredited by the Yoga Alliance. Visit aerialyoga.com for classes, teacher trainings, and hammock installation. To find the right hammock height, bring the hammock to your hips, up onto your tippy toes, and hinge slightly at the hips. It should be just below your hip bone in the crease. Let's begin by starting with cross. Bring the hammock around behind you like you're putting on a backpack. Pull tension and slowly bend your knees forward to the front of the mat. Legs straight, hips up. Open the arms above horizontal, flexing your fingers down towards the mat. Open the heart. Open the chest. Keeping your thighs active. Slowly lower the hands down towards the thighs. Look up and reach up. Bring your feet to the back of the mat. Pushing your hips forward into upward dog variation. Drawing your hips back, extending long and opening up the heart. On your next exhale, shift back, bringing your feet forward into chair. Readjust if you need to. Cat-cows, hips back. Open the heart and draw the hips up and ribs in. Inhale, tailbone back, head back. Exhale, hips up, ribs in. Inhale, tail back. Exhale, draw your core in. Straighten your legs, arm circles backwards. Reach up, open, exhale. Slowly lower the arms and inhale with the reaching up. And open, circling backwards, nice and slow. Shifting back into chair. Pushing on the thighs with your hands, drawing your hips down, traction, opening the lower spine. A gentle shift in the hips can help relieve lower back pain. Reach up and pull yourself to a stand. Let the hammock slide through your hands as it comes in front of you. Reaching forward, hinging at the hips, for a shoulder stretch. Your hands are in wrist wrap, tailbone to the sky, relaxing your neck, letting your head help stretch your shoulders. Inhale, roll up halfway, shift your palms facing out. Exhale, reach back out for another shoulder stretch. Bend your knees. Inhale, roll on up, slide your palms together. Exhale as you reach back out for a shoulder stretch. Bending your elbows for a variation of this shoulder stretch. Inhale, straighten your arms. Exhale, relax. Inhale, roll on up to a stand. Rolling your shoulders up, around, and back. Reaching out for a front assist warrior 3. This is no longer a shoulder stretch. Inhale the right foot behind you. Keep your ears by your arms and hips square. Internally rotate your thigh gently. Flex that right foot. Keep the weight on your standing left leg. We're using the hammock to help us balance, but the weight should be on your standing leg. Inhale the right knee into your nose. Exhale, right foot down towards the mat. Inhale, roll shoulders back. Exhale, reach on forward. And now we're going to reach side to side, opening up the obliques. Finding your center, calming the swing, and let's go into front assisted warrior 3 on the left side. Inhale, reach the left leg back behind you. Keeping your hips square, flexing your back foot, and your weight is on your standing right leg. Inhale, tuck the left knee in towards your nose as much as you can, rounding in your lower core. Exhale, release, and let that left foot meet the right. Reach back out to swing side to side. Pulling the opposite hip back to stretch the obliques. Bend your knees. Inhale, roll on up to a stand. And then let's exhale as we come down to our knees, keeping our hands in wrist wrap. Left foot comes in front for a low lunge. Palms are facing one another. Body and weight is back. Chest is rising up towards the ceiling. Get a good stretch on that right hip flexor, sinking into the left hip. Straighten up that front leg. Square the hips and reach as far forward as possible, dropping the belly onto the front thigh. Flex the left foot to deepen this hamstring stretch. Use your exhale to deepen this stretch. Bending your left knee, tucking the back toes under, and standing up into a lunge. Shift your weight back, draw your shoulders back. Square up the hips. Pull the right hip flexor forward and sink into that left hip. Use that hammock to balance you, allowing yourself to go deeper. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, sink deep. Inhale, strong, straight left leg. Exhale, sink. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, deep lunge. Drawing the right heel back. Inhale, straighten into triangle, square the hips, and now reach as far forward as possible with your hips square. And then drop the belly onto the front thigh. Raise the kneecaps to protect the knees. Now bend your left knee, bend your right knee, bring the left knee to meet your right. Open the heels and sit back for hero. Sway side to side. Pull yourself back up to your knees. And let's go on to the other side. Right foot comes in front. Make sure your knee is over your ankle and not over your toes. Draw those shoulders back. Open up the heart and allow that left hip flexor to stretch and lengthen. Use the hammock to push down on to deepen this stretch. You can arch all the way back too if you wish. Inhale, straighten up that right leg. Shift your right hip back so you're square, and now reach as far forward as possible, and then drop the belly onto the front thigh. Flexing the right foot will deepen this stretch. Let your breath be your guide and your rhythm. Allow it to help you sink deeper. Bend your right knee, tuck your back toes under, and stand up into lunge. Drawing your shoulders back, squaring the hips, and then relaxing into that right hip so you can get low in this lunge. Try and bring your back heel back and straighten up that leg as much as you can. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, sink deep into this lunge. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Exhale, sink deep. One more. Inhale, straighten up your right leg. Exhale, sink deep. Really go a little farther here. Great. Inhale, straighten up that right leg, square up the hips, and now reach long for your triangle. Long. And then try and drop the belly here. I know that it's a long, deep triangle, but really try and lengthen as much as you can. Hold on with your thighs. Raise your kneecaps to protect your knees. Bend your right knee. Bend your left knee. Bring your right to meet your left. Open the heels and sit back for hero. Gently sway side to side. Pull yourself back up onto your knees, releasing your right hand, keeping your left one in, palm facing down. We're going into the plank series. Bring the left hand to the back of the mat, turning onto your right hip. Come down to your right elbow and bring your left foot into the hammock, just over the heel. Use that left hand to push off of to turn to the front of the mat. Take a nice deep inhale here and exhale as you shift back into resting stretch. Opening up that left hip flexor, walk the hands back if you need to, and look towards that right shoulder to help deepen this. This is the resting stretch. Come here if you need to rest during the plank series. You can also rest on your forearms. Please try to keep your foot in the hammock during the whole plank series. This will keep your foot elevated, increasing your metabolism, and keeping you in the flow. Let's begin. Hands underneath your shoulders. Straight left leg. Push through your shoulders to straighten that right leg to a 3-limb plank. Take the arch out of the lower spine. Activate both thighs. Take a nice inhale and exhale here. Inhale your right foot up to meet your left. Exhale, hold. Inhale your right foot down. Exhale, shift into 3-limb dog, keeping your hips square. Inhale, shift your shoulders forward, bend your right knee, flex your back foot, bend your back leg for a resting stretch with your back leg bent. Again, you can look towards that right shoulder to square off and deepen this stretch if you wish. On your next inhale, look forward, straighten your back leg, hands underneath your shoulders, push into a 3-limb plank. Make sure your arms aren't hyperextended. Inhale, right foot up to meet the left. Exhale, hold, squeeze your inner thighs. Inhale, right foot down. Exhale, 3-limb dog. Inhale, shift forward to 3-limb plank. Exhale, hold. Inhale, right foot up. Exhale, hold. Inhale, right foot down. Exhale, 3-limb dog. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, hold. Inhale, right foot up to meet your left. Exhale, hold. Inhale, right foot down. Exhale, 3-limb dog. Inhale, shifting forward to 3-limb plank. Bring your right foot in the hammock. Hold, squeeze your inner thighs, draw your ribs in, draw your core in. Release the left knee to the ground. Exhale, shifting back to a resting stretch. This time looking towards that left shoulder, or look up. Come on down onto your forearms to rest also. Reaching your hands down on the ground, forearms down, elbows underneath your shoulders, straight back leg. Let's push into a 3-limb plank on our forearms. Exhale, hold. Inhale, left leg up to meet the right. Exhale, hold. Inhale, left toes down. Exhale, 3-limb dolphin. You can deepen this stretch by dropping your belly and looking up. Inhale, shifting your shoulders forward to a 3-limb plank. Exhale, hold. Inhale, left foot up to meet the right. Exhale, hold. Inhale, left foot down. Exhale, 3-limb dolphin. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, hold. Inhale, left foot up to meet the right. Exhale, hold. Inhale, left toes down. Exhale, 3-limb dolphin. Inhale, bend the left knee. Flex the back foot, bend the back leg. Walk your hands up to a resting stretch with your back leg bent. Head up and chest up, or look towards that left shoulder. You can also rest on your forearms. Looking forward, reach your hands forward. Push off through your hands to reach your left foot into the hammock for plank. Draw your ribs in. Inhale, tuck your knees into 90 degrees. Push tall through your hands. Look at your knees. Exhale into a plank, round in your lower core. Inhale, draw your hips down for an upward dog variation in plank. Slightly bend your elbows. Exhale, hips up, legs straight for a pike. Push tall through your hands. Straighten your legs. Inhale, come into a plank. Exhale, hold. Inhale, left knee down, right knee down, and reach forward into child's pose. Rest here, calm your heart rate. You can open your heels behind you too, if that is more comfortable. On your next inhale, look forward. Tuck your toes under. Exhale as you shift your hips back into downward facing dog. Inhale, rock your shoulders forward. Exhale, shift back into downward facing dog. Inhale, rocking your hips forward and shoulders forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more inhale and exhale. Slowly walk your hands back to your feet. Release in a forward fold, lengthening your spine. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees slowly. Inhale, roll on up to a stand. Reaching your arms out, palms together above you, and let them float down to your heart center. Reach for the hammock, opening it up. Shift your weight over into your right leg, bending your left knee up and getting your heel up and over into the hammock. Making sure your weight is on your standing right leg. Hold on with your left hand. Inhale as you reach your right hand up and then hinge, piking forward. Relaxing your hand down towards the mat, keeping your shoulder away from your ears. Flat spine, try and take the curve away from your spine. Release the left hand if you want to make it a balancing stretch. And draw your left hip back and flex your left foot to deepen it. Slowly inhale as you roll on up to a stand. Grabbing the fabric with both hands, pulling it apart, flexing the foot, hinging forward again for a pike and pull. Drawing your chin to the big toe. You can shift your hips gently forward also. Use your shoulder blades to open the hammock. Relax and roll on up to a stand, bringing the arch of the foot into the hammock now, with your left knee turned out and left foot flexed, and pike back over. Relaxing in the left hip, keeping your foot flexed and active. You can shift your weight forward. Soften the shoulders. Slowly come to a stand, releasing the left foot, and now shifting the weight to the left leg and bringing the right foot up into the hammock. Holding on with our right hand, inhale the left hand up towards the ceiling, and exhale as you hinge forward, piking with a flat spine. Draw the right hip back. Keep the weight on the standing left leg. You can massage your foot, pointing, flexing. You can use your hand, bringing your thumb into the crease of your hip, pulling it down to get into that sciatica and the IT band. Slowly roll on up, opening up the fabric, flexing the front foot, hinging forward for a pike and pull as your chin goes towards your big toe. You can Gently shift your hips forward if you want to deepen this stretch. Rolling up to a stand and bringing the fabric into the arch of our foot, flexing our toes back, dropping that right knee out to the side, hinging forward. You can use your elbow to help push your knee down. Again, you can shift your hips forward if you choose. Make sure to keep that foot flexed though, nice and active. And open the fabric using your shoulder blades. We can store a lot of stress in our hips, so take time to relax here and release and open. We're going to go straight into an inversion, lotus inversion. So reach up and pull yourself up and bring the sole of your foot right on the other sole of the foot. So they're mirroring one another, perfectly mirroring. Hips up, chest up. Reach one hand and shoulder through the silk at a time. And then one hand down at a time around your ribs. Slowly let your weight come forward. The hammock goes over your hip bones and release into lotus inversion. Arms wide, fingertips on the ground. You can just stay here, or you can gently sway side to side. I'll be showing some options that you can do with your arms. But this is your choice. Some people like movement while they're in the inversion, and others like the stillness, allowing their spine to decompress. Inversions help calm your mind, allow you to think more clearly. They help relieve depression, anxiety, insomnia. They increase your circulation, therefore decreasing inflammation. Inversions are anti-aging. They can help with scoliosis, increase blood flow. Inversions might take time to get used to. Start at 20 seconds and work your way up to 2 minutes if you can. To get out, thumbs facing your body, reaching up, pull yourself up, elbows wide. Stay strong in your hips and thighs. Reach one arm up at a time and through the hammock. Push your feet in front of you, gently stepping down to the mat. Bringing the hammock around behind you like a backpack where we started to go into second stage, allowing yourself time to slowly come out of the inversion, finding your equilibrium. Now, let's stay in our bliss and gently find our way into Shavasana. Finding the edge of the hammock, grab onto it and wave the hammock around. Wave it until you can see the other end. Once you see the other end and it's completely open, gather some in one hand. Bring the hammock behind you and gather the fabric in another hand. Up onto your tippy toes, push down on the hammock and sit into the hammock. Then bring the gather to your knees. Once the gather's at your knees, reach behind you to the opening. Lay back gently and bring your heels into the edge, kicking into your heels to straighten your legs, and then bringing the hammock around your whole body. Once in for Shavasana, make sure your legs aren't crossed. Allow your whole body to be supported. Your feet, your hips, and your neck. You can reach your hands above you, palms together, or bend your elbows with your hands at your third eye. Some like their hands at their shoulders or down next to their legs. Whatever is comfortable. Try to make sure that you're able to fully immerse yourself into this Shavasana and relax, that you're not holding tension, that you're able to let this Shavasana give you time to reset, reboot, and renew. Your body needs this time. Allow it this time. Take the tongue off the roof of the mouth. Relax your belly. Feel your breath and melt into the hammock. I'm going to give you time here to enjoy. exhale out your mouth, wide mouth. On your next inhale, reach your hands above you, reaching long like a good morning stretch. You can gently sway side to side as you begin to move in the physical realm again. Turning on to your side, gently tucking into a ball, curling up and opening, waving open, slowly coming back onto your back. Bending one leg out at a time. You can roll your ankles here or reach side to side. And then inhale, reach your hands above you, grabbing onto the silk, pulling yourself up to a sit, and then reaching out and around and hugging the hammock and hugging your body. Your hands finding the hammock as you pull yourself up to a stand, gently coming out of the hammock and coming to the front of the mat where we began our journey. Palms together at your heart center. Deep inhale, exhale. Namaste.